Good day, everyone. Good day, BISOA students. I hope you're in a great condition this time, and I hope also that you will learn something out of this webinar. And please always listen attentively because for the next, you will have your evaluation. Again, listen attentively because after which, you will have your evaluation. And for today, Uh, as you can see in the screen, no, I already input or put up what is our topic this session. So, or this webinar, it's known as electronic business communication for the business report writing. Or as for short, it's about how we used or how we have this electronic for business communication. So are you ready for this webinar? So please bear with me as we go along. What is electronic office? Electronic office is an information technology equipped workplace that is enabled to communicate through voice, image, text, and do other operations. So in an electronic office, uh, it has intranet and extranet. So it is a system, no? For short, it's a system that used for the workplace, as I said. So what is intranet? Uh, our computer networks just allows person within organization. So the clue here is it's more on or it's within or oneself with the organization. So that is an intranet. While extranet is our computer networks that use public internet for communication electronically. So meaning it is nationwide, it is general, so it is already used by many people, not within but entire organization for communication purpose. So I hope you get what's the meaning between the two or uh, what is the difference between intranet and extranet for electronic office. Let's proceed with the other. It's known as technologies in business communication. So it has five business communication of technology, namely the computer, the telephone, the television, the facsimile, and the reprographics. So let's go first. What's the meaning or what's the definition of the computer? Computer it is a device that consists three major parts like the keyboard, the central processing unit or the CPU, and the monitor. The computer performs a myriad of mathematical operation that includes logical operations such as com comparing the equality and then inequality of items, running a detailed set of instructions, storing programs internally, and doing output data through the appropriate medium. It involves also as a universal communication device that may be used for storage of data. And then also, not just a data, it's also a receiving and transmitting of information in any place in the technologically equipped, of course, in this world. Uh, it refers to any device or apparatus singly, singly or interconnected, which by electromechanical, optical for magnetic impulse, or other means with the same function. It can receive record, transmit, store, process, correlate, analyze, project, retrieve and or produce information data, text, graphics, figures, voice, video, symbols, or other modes of expression, or perform any one or more of these functions. While telephone, a communication gadget invented by Alexander Graham Bell, a teacher of elocution and a student of the physics of sound, allows the use of both wireline and wireless methods to deliver voice communication between people. The telephone network is stable and reliable because it uses its own wire system that is empowered by a low voltage direct current from telephone company. Telephone network switches maintain the telephone links between callers. Telephone networks also use microwave relay stations to send calls from various places on the ground, and through satellites that are used by the telephone networks to transmit telephone calls across the countries. I hope you get me between computer and telephone. So let's proceed to television. Television is a modern, convenient public broadcasting medium which combines with both sounds and pictures. It conveys a multi-dimensional information to a countless number of audience within the range of the transmitter. Through television, teleconferencing becomes possible, in which a television pictures link two or more physically separated parties for various purposes like meeting, reporting, conferring, or any conversation with less expense or less inconvenience than a supposed travel. On the other hand, the facsimile machine, popularly known as fax, is a type of copier that scans or a document, converts information into impulses, and sends the impulses by telephone to a facsimile receiver. The facsimile sender transmits the image replica, or the facsimile of information, which may be in the form of printed words, pictures, charts, and similar matters. The exchange of facsimile information may be done across departments in the company of across miles in various directions through the business world. And then facsimile has requires a basic step. So first is the original document is fed in a cylinder or in a playpen of the facsimile machine. The light scans the images in the documents and converts that information into an electrical signal that is transmitted through telephone lines to a receiving facsimile device. Number two, the receiving unit converts the electronic message to its original form. And number three, a printing components produce a replica and exact or facsimile of the received documents. And of course, for the last one, the reprographics. So reprographics is the process of replicating copies of correspondence, forms, reports, information, materials, and other documents. Because reprographics helps in the reduction of costs, several companies opt to acquire a copier. The Xerox machine, which may have both reducer or enlarger, its capability, and other replicating the technologies used before the Xerox machine include the memographic machine. The carbon paper process is the oldest yet still used for few copy reproduction. One of the latest technology in replicating quality copies that fastest way is the risographic machine, which performs a job that needs to do large volume of printing at fraction at the cost of ordinary copying. A risographic machine can print 120 copies per minute. It has a scanner, reduction and enlargement of capabilities, and it can be interfaced with computer for image downloading. So I hope you get the five meaning or what is uh, being defined all about technologies in business communication. Let's proceed to electronic transmission. It has five, electronic transmissions. So, namely the internet, the electronic mail or email, the voicemail, the text message, and teleconferencing. So, internet, it is a network of interconnected computers worldwide. We are familiar, we know this, what is internet because we're always having and using it all the time. And then next, electronic mail or email allows one computer user to send a message to one or more other computer users over a computer network in digital form. The same as this, no? We are updated, we are uh, we are familiar about an email, how to use it, how to send it, how to relay it to the other people or to the other persons that you want to convey. So that is the work of email. And then voicemail. It is a system for receiving and storing voice messages at telephone address. So voicemail, from the word itself, receiving and storing. If we have it, if we use telephone or cell phone, we could have the voicemail. And then text message. It is a system of sending digital characters via cellular messages limited from one unit to another. So we are avid, we are fond of this because we are always do a messaging. We message with our loved ones, uh, with the people that are near to us or the people are close to us. We are always using this text message or this electronic transmission. And lastly, that teleconferencing is a virtual assembly through the use of technology between several people who are physically present in various locations. So, yet too far, but having this virtual, just like we have now, we are having this teleconferencing for, of course, to have the learnings and to add more and to understand what is behind our topic or this webinar we have. So that is the example of teleconferencing. I hope you get or you have the insights and inputs all about electronic transmission. Next is the three forms of teleconference. So, the audio conference, the video conference, and the computer conference. In audio conference, it uses telephone as an instrument. So very short but brief, right? The audio conference is more on the telephone that is being used or applied. Then for video conference, it is most expensive but most exciting innovation in teleconferencing because um, you will apply efforts, cost, money, and then you will do some creative way how you will make out of it an extraordinary in teleconferencing or virtually to someone or somebody. So that's why it's expensive but exciting or thrilled having this conference. And while the computer conference, it involves the conduct of conference activity to computers terminal. So it's more on the the technical. So it's in the computer basis. So if you have computer, you are more on or you will have this relevance or relatedness about how to use or what is the ways of computer in conferencing. So I hope you define, I hope you get what it is the gist of this topic. So we're done having the discussion of this short webinar. I hope you learned something out of it. You really have the understanding, the comprehensibility of the terms being applied and being simplified having this webinar. And thank you for keep on bearing with me and attentively listening with this short uh, session or discussion or elaboration about electronic message communication. And so much with that. Thank you for the time, BESOA students, and hope you enjoy, the day having this webinar with me. And with that, congratulations in advance for your graduation. And I hope you add this or having all the sessions, having this webinar, you will apply it to what is really in real situation or real life, having this session we have. So again and again, thank you and congratulations and have a safe day and for the rest of the day and of course for another day. May God bless us all. Bye.